Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Jitendra.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, we are good to start. In the last class, we discussed about the Unix. What is meant by Unix? That means introduction of the Unix and the Unix architecture. Those are the things we discussed. Today class we will discuss about the what is the file structure, what is the Unix file structure, how the Unix file structure is there. So what is meant by root directory, what is meant by home directory. So those are the things we will discuss today. So after that we will connect it to. So we will try to execute the. We will start the basic commands. Okay. Okay. So in the normal Windows system, the Windows operating system. So we know that how can we create the folder, or how can we just by right click on it. So normally we will right click on. So just take the right click. So create the folder, create the new folder, and inside that one we can create the files. We can store the files, whatever we want. Okay. So coming to the coming to the Linux system, it is a command line interface. It is everything, each and everything, whatever you want to work with the Unix operating system or Linux operating system, everything can be achieved with the help of the commands only. With the help of the commands only. Okay. So in the Linux, so each and everything is treated as a file. In the Linux, each and everything is treated as a file. Okay. So mainly in the Linux system or Unix system, the file structure usually starts from the root directory. Root directory. So this is known as the root, the forward slash. So we know that the forward slash, right? So the forward slash is known as the root. So from there, this is the root directory, main directory. So for the root directory, only the administrator has the access, the super user, that is known as the super user. So under this root directory, subdirectories are there. So bin directory, dev directory, etc directory, home directory, lib directory, mount directory, proc directory, root, sbn. These are all the directories, subdirectories. So it's the structure of this one is looks like a tree structure, inverted tree structure. So we know that, right? So the root will be there. So on top of that root, subroots will be there. Then finally the tree grows, and finally the leaves and all will be there. So it looks like a inverted tree structure. It looks like a inverted tree structure. First root, then the subdirectories. Under the subdirectories, again subdirectories will be present, or may the files will be the present. So in the Linux system, in the Linux operating system or Unix operating system, so the each and everything will be treated as a file only. Each and everything will be treated as a file. So file is nothing but it is a piece of storage system. So we can store the text in that file. We can store the text, or we can store the image, whatever we want, we can store. So the file is a piece of storage system which can be used to store the text, or we can store the images, or whatever you want, you can store it. So each and everything in the Linux is treated as a file. Each and everything in the Linux is treated as a file. So usually the file system is used to organize the memory and store the data and process the data and organize the logical. This is nothing but Unix file system is logical method for organizing and storing the large amounts of information. A file is nothing but a file is a smallest unit in which the information is stored. A file is nothing but a smallest storage unit. File system has several important features. So that is the data is organized into the files. So the files may be you may get the doubt what is mean by the file and what is the directory. So here the each and everything is treated as a file, and there are the files are the different types of files in the Unix operating system. Different types of files are there. So that is the regular file is there, directory file is there, link file is there, symbolic link files, block file is there, special block files are there. So we will discuss about them one by one. Okay. So each and everything is treated as a file. So here first the root directory file, the root directory file will be there. So under that one home directory, so that may the home directory will be there. Under this home directory, so what are all the users, who are all the users are present, those all the user directories are present in the home directory. And temp directory, temporary files, user directory, user files, and variable files. So all the different files are there under the root directory. The structure looks like a inverter tree structure. The structure looks like a inverter tree structure. Okay. So in the structure, the first one is the topmost layer. The topmost first one is the root directory. So usually it is denoted by the forward slash. Usually it is denoted by the forward slash. The slash character alone the root of the file system. Okay. So under this one, these are all the subdirectories. This is the main directory. So under this one, subdirectories are there. Bin directory, boot directory, dev, etc, home. These are all the we already seen here, right? So these are all the subdirectories. So this is the main root directory. Under the these are all the subdirectories. So for the access for the root directory, the root user, or it is also known as the super user or system administrator, Linux administrator or Unix administrator, can able to access all these files, can able to access all the things. But for the actually for the users who are working on the Unix operating system, that comes under the users. The users can work under their home directories and they work under some of the things. They cannot work under the root directory. They cannot work under the root directory because they don't have the permissions to work under root directory. Okay. So the under the bin directory, what are the files contains under the bin directory? Stands for the binaries. So it contains the fundamental utilities such as the what are the commands we are using, list to command, copy command, which are generally used by the users. Copy command, cs command, many commands are there. We will discuss about them. So this bin stands for the binaries. And under the boot directory, so this is the subdirectory under the root directory. This is one of the subdirectory boot. So forward slash boot, which contains all the files that are required for the successfully booting the process. Okay, the boot directory contains the files related to the booting process. Bin directory contains the files related to the ls or copy commands and all the basic commands. And dev command, dev directory, subdirectory. So the dev subdirectory contains the stand for the devices. So which contains all the files related to the devices. Suppose we want to connect to the printer, or I want to connect to the mouse. What are the devices I want to connect? So the device related files are present under the dev directory, and etc directory. So etc means execution. So what are all the configuration files are required for the system? All the configuration files are present in the etc directory. All the configuration files are present in the etc directory. Next one is the home directory. Home contains the home directories for the users. So who are login for login, right? So whoever wants to log into the system, okay, they should have the username and password. They should have the username and password. So whenever they are logging with their username, some Sudhakar, something, Narendra, something, whatever may be, okay. So that username itself is taken as a directory. With the help of the, by default, they will be under the home directory, forward slash home, forward slash. What is the username? What is the user ID? The user can log in. So with the help of that one, the directory will be created. So the directory is known as the home directory. So under the home, where all the users are present, so this all will be present under the home directory. And lib directory, which contains all the system libraries. What are all the files required for the system? Okay, system libraries. So those all the files are present under the lib. And media. So media directory contains the default mount point of for removable devices such as the USB, media players. So for all those things, what are all the files related? Those files will be present under the media directory. And mount directory, that is known as the MNT directory. So yes, someone is asking. Yes, anyone is having doubt? Someone is asking. Okay. So the lib contains a system libraries. Mount stands for the mount contains the file system mount points. So these are used for the multiple hard disks are there, different. So different. We know that there is a lot of memory is there, right? We want to partition that memory. Okay. So regarding this, all the partitions, disk partitions, hard disk partitions. So all the partitions are present in the mount directory. And proc directory is there, which relates to the virtual file system, showing about all the processes as files. So we will discuss. We will discuss later what is mean by process, what is mean by process status. Those we will later we will discuss about the process. Okay, and we know that the root directory, that is the home directory of the super user. The home directory of the super user. Who is the super user? The root user is known as the super user. That is the system administrator. Okay. This all the regarding about the system administrator, all the things are present in the root directory. And the temp directory, it is for the, this is name itself indicates that temporary, a place for the temporary files. Okay. And user directory, directory holding the user home directories, it's used as channel. It now holds the executables, libraries, and shared resources. All the things are present in the related to the user. Okay. Similarly, user bin, under the user, there are many subdirectories are there. We know user is subdirectory under the root directory. So under the user, bin directory is there, include directory is there, lib directory is there. So these are all the subdirectories. So which contains the different purposes. So where directory is short for the variable, a place for the files that may change very rarely in the size. For example, email sent to the users. So for all the variable relation things are present here. Where log contains the system log files under this log directory. Where mail contains the system related mail information. Okay, mail information, the place where all the incoming mails are stored. Spool contains the print jobs, mail spools, and other queue tasks are all present as the spool directory. Temp directory, under the where there is also temp directory, a place for the temporary files which should be preserved between the system reboots. Okay. These are about the just nothing is there. You just remember that the file system starts with the root directory. So you want to move to the you want to work on a particular path. You want to work on the particular path. You have to traverse from this path only, from the root directory only. You have to traverse. Suppose you are in this position. You want to work under the docs file. You want to work under the docs file. So this docs file is present under the directory EE51VN directory. Okay. By default, you will be on the home directory. By default, you will be under the home directory. You want to go to here. So first you have to, wherever under your home directory, suppose you are under here, you have to go to this, coming to this path, coming to here, then open the file and you can work it. So everything starts from the root only. Everything starts from the root only. Suppose you are working here under the docs file. Next you want to work under the staff file. You can't directly move from docs to the staff file. So you have to go to back. Okay. Then you have to come to the SES directory and then to the staff directory. Okay. So that is nothing but, so you want to traverse to the path, Linux path. You want to traverse to the path, particular path, currently where you are, where you want to go. So that is the very important. There are the directories are there. Change directory and present working directory. How to come back? We will discuss about that one. What is mean by absolute path? What is mean by related path? So we will discuss. So remember that the Linux first file structure is a inverted structure. So everything starts from the root directory only. So you have to, wherever you want to go from the root, you have to go to that path and you have to work there. Remember that one. So under the root, there are different subdirectories are there. Home directory, temporary directory, user directory, variable directory, different directories are there. So for the under the, all those directories, different files will be present under the these directories, or under this directory one more directory is there. Under this directory again directory, finally the file will be there. Okay. So you may get the doubt what is mean by file, what is the directory. So we'll discuss that one. We will discuss that one. What is the mean by file? What is meant by directory? So directory is also the file. We already discussed that in the Linux operating system or Unix operating system. So each and everything is treated as a file. Each and everything is treated as a file. That files may be the different types of files are there. So what are those files? Classification of Unix file system. The Unix file system contains the several files, several different types of files are there. So the first one is taken as the normal file, that is known as ordinary file. So which is used to store the text or images, etc. Normal file, ordinary file. Okay. So next one is the directory file. What is meant by directory file? So the directory file is also a file, so which contains the subdirectories, or which contains the files, or both it may contain. The directory file is nothing but which contains the another directory. Actually, the directory stores the either directory, another directory, or it can store the files, or you can store both the things. So usually we are working on the ordinary files and directories, and sometimes we are working on the symbolic links, soft links. It is also known as a soft link. So we are not bothering about the special files. We are not bothering about the pipes. We are not bothering about the socket files. Okay. So ordinary file is nothing but the file which is used to store the information. I want to store. My name is Sudhakar. I am working as a so and so. This is about my details. I want to store these details. I can create a file, or ordinary file, and I can store the data. That is known as the ordinary file. So coming to the directory. So directory is nothing but which contains the directories as well as the files, which contains the subdirectories as well as the files. Under the subdirectories, again subdirectory may be there. Under the subdirectory, n number of subdirectories will be there, and finally files will be there. Okay, you want to go to the last directory, so you have to go to the actual path where it is present, like this path. You can see here. Suppose we are working under the report doc file. So which is present under the directory, this directory. This is also a subdirectory, which is the subdirectory for the UG1. This is a subdirectory for the ITS. This is a subdirectory for the home. This is a subdirectory for the root directory. That means you have to start from the root and coming to this path, coming to here, and finally you need to work here. So that directory, these are all the directories. So this is also the directory. This is also directory. So the last directory contains the files. This directory also contains the file. Okay. So directory file is nothing but it is a which contain like it look like, say, you can think of it. This is as a, you can think of it as a folder in the Windows operating system. In the Windows operating system, just now we created the normal file, right? Just now we created the normal folder. That is the new folder I created. So this is the new folder. Under this folder, I will create the one more folder. So and also I can store the some of the files here. That means new folder is a directory which contains the other directories. So this directory contains the one more directory and one more directory, and finally the files will be there. And files will be in the anywhere the files will be there. First under the root directory, this is the directory, and file will be there. Under this subdirectory, again the directory will be there and files will be there. Under this directory, again files will be there. You can assuming that as a folder in the Windows operating system. That is known as the directory file. Okay. So ordinary files. A ordinary file is a file on the system that contains the data, text, or program instructions. Which contains the data, text, or program instructions, which is used to store your information. So always the file is located under a directory file. So the file does not contain the other files. The file actually contains the data, which does not contain any other file. Directory contains the file. Okay. So in the for long listing, we will discuss about what is meant by ls command. So at that time, when we are giving the long listing of the file display, that means what is the file type, whether the file is having the permissions to read, write, or execute, whether the file belongs to which group, which user created it. So when it is created, at what time he created, what is the name of the file, what is the size of the file, how many number of links, soft links he is having. Okay. So all the things can be applied, all the things can be known with the help of the ls command. ls means list the files and directories. We will discuss. L means long list. The long list means 7 formats. 7 it contains the 7 fields. We will discuss one by one. Okay. Under the 7 fields, the first field will be for the normal ordinary file that shows the hyphen. This hyphen indicates that the file is a ordinary file. The ordinary files are represented by the hyphen symbol. Hyphen symbol is present under the long listing of the files. 7 fields are there. The first field indicates that it is a file or directory. If hyphen is present, that is taken as the normal file. Okay. Then what is meant by directory file? So directory stores both the special and ordinary file. Okay. For users familiar with the Windows or Mac, Unix directories are equivalent to the folders. We already discussed that. Okay. Next, coming to the what is this directories? Special files, I think. On directories, this is the directory only. Bhaiya, who are not speaking, can you please go on mute? Guys, who are not speaking, can you please go on mute?
ಅವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಸೊ ಮಟ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ಸರಿ ಆ ಪಕ್ಕದೆ ಕುಡಿ ಪಕ್ಕದೆ ಅದೇ
Yeah, fine. So directories are also organized into the files, which contains the whether it maybe contains the files or directories, whatever it maybe contains. Okay. So in the long listing of the directories, the first letter indicates whether it is a type of the file or directory, or it is a special or character or int or whatever may be the file. So the D indicates that directory. If it is the hyphen is there, that is taken as the ordinary file. If it is the D is there, that indicates that directory. Special files. So the special files are nothing but device related files. So we discussed that for the mouse, for printer, for all the devices, there are special the related files are there, special files. Okay. There are the special files are also, there are two types are there. Character special files are there, block special files are there. But we never working on this file. We are working on only on the files and directories. We are no need to bother about the special files. But remember that there are different types of files: ordinary files, directory files, special files. The special files related to the device files. Okay. And sockets are also there. We are not bothering about the socket files. And also the pipes are there. Pipes are nothing but these are the temporary files. So pipe is used to combine the output. That is, the output of the one command is given to the, and the output of the one command is given as input to the next command. See here, who. The output of this who command is given as a input to the this command. So the pipe is used to concatenation. That is, the output of one command is passed as a input to the next command. That is known as the pipe files. Okay, pipes. We are working on the pipes. This is very, very important. We will discuss how can we concatenate, how can we when we discuss about the comments, then we will discuss about the pipes. So in the long list format of the pipes, okay, P indicates that the first letter in the long listing of, if it is a P, that indicates that pipe related file. Sockets also there. S indicates that the socket file, the first letter. And the symbolic links are there. Symbolic, that is also known as the soft links, are there. So the links are nothing but link files. That means one file is linked to the other. Suppose if the two files are linked to each other, if we are doing any changes in one file, automatically the changes will be reflected in the other file. That is, they are known as the link files. Okay. So in the link files, in the long listing format, the L indicates that it is a link file. link file. Okay, so just remember that this is the root directory. Under the root directory, many subdirectories are there. Under the subdirectories and files will be there. Different types of files are present in the Linux. That is taken as regular file directory. Regular file is also known as the ordinary file. So I will open the terminal and I will show you. There are 7 fields are there. In the first field, see here, the first letter hyphen. So hyphen is nothing but file. This is also the, see here, you can see that for the first letter for some of the files, it shows the D. That means it is a directory. Shows that it is a directory. So it is a file. It is a directory. Is a directory. If the L is present here, first letter L is present, that is known as the link file. That is known as the link file. There are no link. Usually only the we are working on the normal directories and files only. Very rare we are working on the link files. They are also known as the soft links or symbolic link files or soft link files or link files. Those are the same. When you connect it to the system, when you open the system and when you give the username and password for the system, I already by default we have not set the permissions. Just directly it will open. Directly it will open. So when but usually when you are logging to the Linux terminal, Linux operating system, okay, so you can connect to the Linux operating system with the help of the PuTTY terminal. PuTTY is a tool which is used to connect to the Linux operating system, which is used to connect to the operating system. Currently we are in the home directory. By default you can see here pwd. To know the currently where you are, in which path you are, just you could type that pwd, present working directory, or current working directory. Currently where I am here, home Cloudera. Home is the home directory. So Cloudera is the my ID. Cloudera is the ID. With the help of this ID, I connected to the Linux operating system. So by default, you will be under the home directory. You want to check what are all the files and directories in the home directory, you can use that ls. Okay. Yeah, just a second, please come. It is not maximizing. You can take another one also. Yeah, this is the home directory. You can do the ls command, which is used to display the what are all the files and directories are present. Okay, suppose I am in the home directory. I want to go to the root directory. So to change the directory from one place to the another place, so we are using the command cd command. Cd indicates that change directory. So cd, I want to go to the root directory. Root symbol I can give. See here. Here indicates that here. here indicates that currently where you are. I am in the root directory. Suppose I don't know, I want to check where I am in. Just give the pwd, present working directory. That means where I am present under the root directory. So under the root directory, you can see that what are all the files are present, what are all the files and directories are present. See here. So we discussed about now under the root directory, many directories or subdirectories are present, right? So media directory, var directory we discussed, USR, MNT directory, opto directory, lib directory, bin directory, sbin, boot directory, home directory, root directory. So there are many directories are present under the root. So usually the system administrator only work on the under the root directory. Usually the system administrator only work under the root directory. Okay. So currently I am in the root directory. Now I want to go to the directory, home directory. How can I go to the home directory path? How can I go there? How can I go to that home directory path? So there is a path is there, cd. The command is used to go to the path is cd command, change directory. Where I want to go? I want to go to the home directory, cd home. Currently I am in home. I want to check under the home what contains, the user IDs are contained under the home, where all the users are present, the user related directories are present. So under this one, a Cloudera directory is present. Cloudera is one user, Sudhakar is one user, Shiva and Jitu. These are all the users under the home. I want to, usually we are working under the Cloudera. So I want to go to the Cloudera directory, cd Cloudera, cd Cloudera. So once I went to the Cloudera directory, I want to check whether I am in correct path or not. pwd. See here, this is the tilt symbol. Tilt symbol. The tilt symbol is indicates that home directory. The tilt symbol indicates that home directory. Just a second, guys. My battery is very low. Just a second. I will connect my battery. Just a second. Yeah, thanks. So pwd indicates that present working directory. cd indicates to change the, go into the particular path. Okay. Here the tilt symbol indicates that home directory. Currently we are in the home directory. So we know that in the Linux each and everything is done with the help of the commands only. Currently we are in the command line. So I want one file. I want for storing the information in the files. First we have to create the files. How to create the file? How to create the file? So can anyone tell me how to create the file? If you have some already having some knowledge.
cat space file.
Yeah. So with the help of the cat command, so with the help of the cat command, we can work on the files. So the cat command is used to create the file. Cat greater than symbol is used to create the file. A greater than symbol is used to create the file. Is it disconnected? Guys, why it is disconnected? Guys, am I audible to you?
Yeah,
Guys, am I audible to
yeah,
you?
Jitendra, we are audible.
Yeah, sorry guys, due to network issues, it's just.
No
Yeah, sorry, I am very sorry for the inconvenience. Due to network issues, it's disconnected in the middle. Yeah, where we are. Currently, we are under the present working directory. So we are discussing about the cat command to create the file. So just I am giving the cat command for creation of the files. You want to create a file cat greater than file name you want to give. You want to create the file name. Whatever may be the file name you can give. So cat file name. So whatever the information you want to store in this file. So whatever you want to store the information, you can store here. So once the whatever you want, you can type after typing, just press the Control C. So it will come out from the entering the text. So now once the file is created, now the file is created. You want to check what just now we created the file, Naresh file, whether this file is present or not. So ls-lrt I can give. Okay. So I will discuss about what is meant by ls and what is not meant. Please remember that which is used to create the which is used to list the files and directories present under the directory where you are working. Under that directory, what are all the files are present, what are all the directories are present. So those all will be displayed on the command line. Okay. So this is the just file I created. So we have discussed that if it is a file, the first symbol indicates that the first symbol, whether it is a hyphen, whether it is a D, indicates that type of the file. So this hyphen indicates that it is a normal file or regular file. So these are all the permissions. These are all the permissions, and this is number of links. Who is the user? And under which group he belongs to. So when he created, okay, at what time he created, what is the this is what is the size of that one, when he created, at what time he created, and what is the name of the file, all will be present. So with the help of the cat command, we can create the file. So cat greater than file name, cat greater than file name. This is the another file I am creating. So whatever the data I want to enter, whatever the information I want to store here, I can enter here. Just to come out from the entering this text, just give the Control C. Just give the Control C. Now the file is created. So just now we can write whether this file is present or not. I want to check ls-lrt. See here, the file 23 created. Naresh, the file is created. So once the file is created and data is stored, I want whether the data is present in this file or not. Just cat file name, cat Naresh. I will give the file name, cat Naresh. So cat Naresh, see here, it's present. The whatever the data is present, it's showing here. Okay. Similarly, you can give the cat file 20. Whatever the data is present. So what is the command used to create the file? Cat command, cat greater than file name. Whatever the file name you want to give, you can give that one. Okay. So this is the cat command which is, and just for reading the opening the file, whatever the data is present, cat file 23. So that is present, it is opening. Or else you can also give cat less than file name. Both are the same. For reading the data, for opening the file, for reading the file or opening the file, cat less than file name, both are the same. Both are the same. Cat command is used to create the files. Create the file. How to enter the data? Suppose cat greater than file name I am giving, entering the data. Suppose I want to append the data, already existing data. For the Naresh file, I want data. That is, I am giving the greater than. I am giving the greater than symbol that is used to append the data. So this whatever the data is given here, that data will be appended at the end of the file. What already some data will be present. So after that data, so whatever the data you can give, the data will be appended. Now you can open the cat Naresh command. Cat Naresh. See whatever I have given, EWG, JEF, GF, these are all the things. So up to here, these are the things I appended. Previously, this data is present. So this data is appended. This data is appended. Okay. So like this, we can create the file. We can open the file or read the file. Okay. And we can append the data. We can append the data with the help of the cat command. With the help of the cat command, we can create the file and we can insert the data and we can read the data. We can append the data. We can append the data with the help of the cat command. With the help of the cat command. Okay. Suppose before going to the remaining commands, we will discuss about the list command, ls command. So that is the very important ls command. List the files and directories. List the files and directories present in the current directory. Present under the current directory. So what is meant by current directory now? What is the current directory now? Can you please tell me? What is the current directory?
Home.
Currently we are under the home directory. So this tilt symbol indicates that this tilt symbol indicates the home directory. Suppose you don't know where you are and you want to check it currently where you are, just give the pwd, present working directory. Please remember that pwd, present working directory. It gives the where you are present, currently where you are under the, currently where you are in the, which directory or where you are, you can find with the help of the pwd command. Yesterday we discussed that. Suppose we don't know what is the functionality of the command, how to use it, just with the help of the man command, with the help of the manual page, you can find the man pwd. It will use the what are all the uses of the pwd. It will use the what is the use of the pwd. It prints the name of the current or working directory, Okay, description. Print the full file name of the current working directory. So that it will support the different options. It supports the different options also. Capital -L shows that logical, physical, help. These are all the different options. And also it will use the -help also displays this help and exit. Okay. You want to come out from the manual page, just type the Q. Q means quit. Or else you can use that pwd -L. It is not supporting. Okay, I think for this command, yeah, for pwd it is the help command is not supporting, but other commands is supporting. Fine, no problem. So man, whatever you are having the doubt, man pwd. So very beautiful feature in the Linux is if you don't know how to use the commands, you use the takes the help of the man command name. Okay, you can work on it. Why it is? Okay, got it right. You to come out from there. cp okay, that is the manual command. cd what is meant by cd command? Change directory. You want to take the help of the we are using that one. So type the cd -help. It will use the okay, no problem. Man cd command. It will cd is used to change directory command. So today we discussed about the cat command, pwd command, cd command. So mainly I want to focus about what is meant by ls command. That is the very important. List the files and directories in the current working directory. List the files and directories present under the current working directory. Just I will use the ls command. It will list the files and directory. But having the lot of options are there. So man ls. So ls indicates the list the directory contents. -a indicates that all the files, including the hidden files will be there. I will tell you how to create the hidden files also. I will tell you how to create the hidden files. So -a indicates that it displays, it will shows all the files. What are all the files are present? What are all the list files are present? That means actual files, ordinary files, directories, hidden files, all the things it will show. ls-a. Okay, capital A indicates that
Session will be
something
disconnected.
almost session is disconnected.
No,
Yes.
we are unable to see your screen.
Oh my god. Sorry, bhai. From going forward, And the thing is only the network issue. Because of that one only it is been many times disconnecting, completely disconnecting. Okay, I will try to from tomorrow onwards. I will try to sit in some other place and I will try to change the network. Sorry for the inconvenience. Are you able to see now, right? Okay,
Yeah.
now it's okay. Yeah, thanks. So LS-A. A indicates that all. It will display all the things, whatever are present. Those all the things will be displayed. So L is there, and after that one LS-. Usually we are thinking about the L. Why we are using the L? L indicates that -L. I will show you here somewhere it will be present. -L. So L indicates that long listing. L indicates that long listing format. So the long listing format is nothing but it shows about the complete properties of the file. It shows about the complete property. What are all the fields are present? What is the file name? It is a file or directory. Is the file is related to any other file? What is the size of the file? What how many when it is created? So all the things will be present with the help of the with the help of the L option. LS-L. L indicates the long listing. So long listing means it shows about all the information, seven fields information. I will show you. Okay. Then R indicates that reverse order. LS-R. R indicates that reverse order while sorting the data, while sorting the files. Just we are giving the ls command in the present working directory to know that what are all the files, and if I given the R, it will use that in the reverse order all the files and directories will be displayed. Capital R indicates that recursive subdirectories. If any directory is there, under that directory any directory is there, that means recursively all the directories are present. Will show. Usually we are using about the ls-a. A means all, including the hidden files also. I will show you how to create the hidden files. So T indicates that modification time. T indicates that modification time. So I will tell you. Just now I given the ls command. So it lists all the files and directories. But I don't know which is the file, and which is whether it is a file. It is a file or directory. This lib is a file or directory. I don't know what is the size is present in it, under which user it is present. What are the links present this one? I don't know anything about. For knowing all the information, so just I am giving the ls-L. L indicates that long listing. L indicates that long listing. So see here, long listing format. Long listing formats are nothing but 7 fields are there. This is the first character. The first character indicates that whether it is a directory or file. The first character indicates that directory or file. So this is the file. So this up to here indicates that file's permission. Whether the file is having the read permission, write permission, execute permission. There are different types of users are there. I will discuss in the next class what are the types of users. Okay. So for the first one is taken as the user who created that one. The second one is taken as the group. The third one is taken as the others. The third one is taken as the others. There are 3 types of users are there. For those, what are the permissions are given? Read. Only the user is having the read and write permission. The group is having the read and write permission. The other is having only the read permission. And the number of links or number of symbolic links for this file is only 1. So what is the owner of this one? What is the username? Cloudera. Under which this guy is belongs to any group, Cloudera group. What is the size of the for this file? What is the size of this file? 149 bytes of data is present. When it is created, December 16, 10:30 a.m. Okay. Then what is the name of this? Indicates that 4 only the file name itself is given the. Actually, that is not the proper way to do the file name as the 4. You can go for this one. You can easily identify. So this is the file permissions, number of links, who is the user, under which group he is present, what is the size of the data present in this one, when it is created, what is the name of the file. These are all the 7 fields. These are all the 7 files. Simply I can give the ls command. It will list the files and directories. It will list the files and directories. When I given the ls-l, long listing of the files, all the files and directories. What are the long listing? Whether it is a file or directory, what is the size of that one, what is the number of links, when it is created, all the things will be displayed. All the things will be displayed in the ls-l command. L is the long listing command. L is the long listing command. Suppose I am giving the R command. R is used to reverse order. While sorting the data, it is in the reverse. ls-lr. L is the long listing. R is the reverse. See here, the reverse mean who created the first. In the first file is created on when December 16. That is showing under the last. Just now we created the file, right? Just now we created the files, Naresh and some other files were created. File 23, some name is created. That will be under the top. Those will be under the top. ls-lr. No. Yeah, based on time also, right? Now it can see here. ls-lrt. L is the long listing. R is the reverse order. T is the time. Based on the time, in the reverse order, I want to display. So this is the Naresh. This is the file I created. This is the file I created last. Okay. These are the file names. Number of links and groups and user IDs. This is the data. 36 bytes of data is present in this file. 42 bytes of data is present in this file. When it is created, May 25, today, at the time 2059, at the time 2059. So this is about the long listing of the files and directories. I want to explain about the option. I want to explain about the option. What is the use of -a? -a indicates that all the information. -a indicates that it has to give about the all the files, including the hidden files also. Including the hidden files also. How to create the hidden files? Just I created the cat greater than something. I will use the Suresh or something, whatever name. This file is created. Control C. So when I can give the to list whether it is present or not, ls-lrt. So the just now I created the Suresh file. Suresh file is there. Okay. Suppose I want to hidden this file. So when I display the list, when I give the ls command, I don't want to list this file. That means I want to create this file as a hidden file. I want the file will be actually it is there, but it cannot be visible. That is the hidden file. I want to create the hidden file. Cat greater than. So with the help of the dot symbol, dot file name. File dot command. Suresh command. So now I can give the ls-lrt. Okay, already previous Suresh is there, right? I will create some with some other name. Dot Nari. I will create dot Nari is the file name. Some data I will be enter. Some data I will be enter. I will do the control C. So now you can use the ls hyphen. Here just now I created the file, right? Just now I created the file, but it is not present. Nari file I created, but before creating that file, I put the dot hidden file. Now it is not appearing. Now it is not appearing. I want to see the hidden file. I want to see the hidden file. ls-a I will give. When I given the a, it indicates that all the files, including the hidden files also, it will use the hidden files also. Hidden files also. See here, dot nari is present. Dot nari is present. So cat dot nari, cat dot nari. So this is the data is present. Usually when I search for the ls-lrt, it is not present. When I search for the ls-lrt, a also we can use. A means all, combination of this one. Now we can see that the latest file is nari. Dot indicates the hidden file. Okay. This is about the ls command. This is about the ls command. Yeah. Does anyone having any doubts? Anyone having doubts in the ls command, or anyone having doubts in the cat command? pwd command, cd command, and ls command. Anyone having the doubts here, guys? No, right? Okay. Okay. Tomorrow we will start. We will resume. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Else we will continue that tomorrow. So, what is the conclusion for the today's class? Today we discussed about the file structure. So it follows the inverted tree structure. Everything starts from the root directory. Okay. Under the root, subdirectories are there. Under the subdirectories, certain directories may be there, or files may be present. Both the directories and files may be present. Different types of files are there: regular file and directory file, and special files and link files. Mainly we are using the regular files and directory files. The regular file will store the data. The character file, okay. The directory file contains both the directory and lecture. That means link file means L indicates that L. How to long listing ls-lrt. How to create the file with the help of the cat greater than symbol, create the file. Okay. How to see the data, cat file name. How to append the data, cat greater than file name. Okay. How to list the files, that is ls command. Anudip is asking that ls and lrt both are the same. Actually, we can say that ls command, ls is the list command, okay, to list the files and directories, okay. And lrt means L is the long listing. These are the options. So just I will give the ls command. Just I will give the ls command. It will list both the files and directories. When I give the ls-l, it will list the files and same files and directories only, but in the long format. When I give the r, it will in the reverse order. When I given the time t, it will give in the reverse order based on the time. It will give on the based on the time. So ls is the list to list the files and directories. LRT are the options while displaying the files and directories. What are all the options are there? A long listing and reverse order, the reverse alphabetical order, reverse time, including all the things. Okay. ls and lrt are not the same. LRT are the options under the ls command. Okay. And is it clear, or do you have anything? Clear. Thanks. Else, guys, anyone having the doubt? The today's class. This symbol is the dollar symbol. So from the dollar symbol, we can execute the commands. For the super user is there is a different symbol is there for the super user. Percent symbol will be there. So normally for the users, dollar only we are using. From here, we can communicate with the server, Linux server. How to connect to the Linux server? With the help of the putty command, we can connect to the Linux server. With the help of the putty command, we can connect to the Linux server. Okay. If you are good in the today's class, and then we will close the session, and tomorrow we will start. These are basics only, right? From tomorrow onwards, we will go a little bit fast. Okay. Shall I close the session?